Hey guys, Kevin Kreider with Pursue, and in this next YouTube video, I want to share with you why I'm not training legs anymore and 3 simple fixes to reducing the size of your legs. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, well, why aren't you training legs anymore? And do you recommend it for others? I personally am not doing legs anymore, and yes, I do recommend it for other people, especially beginners who are training because you want maximum muscle growth for your legs. And then you're probably wondering, well, Kevin, what about the testosterone levels? Doing legs raises the most testosterone levels and it'll help other muscles grow. Maybe pretty minuscule if it does actually have that effect on muscles. You know, you'll see a lot of people training smaller muscle body parts like legs with arms to try to get that testosterone moving into the arms. Really, I don't think that's really necessary. Just get a whole nother day for arm training if you want. The reason why I won't be training legs is because it is a pain in the butt to go pants shopping. I mean, I have a 31-inch waist and my legs do not fit into a 31-inch leg pant leg, and I just bust out. I just bust out of my pants, I bust out of my jeans, and it's just a pain in the ass. Like, I have all these pants that are awesome and they just keep I have to keep going to the freaking tailor. Look at these awesome designer jeans. I have to keep going to the tailor and having to get them repaired. I'm just tired of actually getting new pants, and I have no reason. I don't do bodybuilding anymore, so I have no reason to have such massive legs anymore. The first reason why I'm not going to be training legs anymore. The second reason is when your legs are too big, they'll actually take away from the rest of your frame. So all the visual goes right to the legs, and you start not being symmetrical, and you start losing the visual for the rest of the upper body that you've worked really hard for. So that's another reason why I won't do it. I don't want the person's eyes to go right to my thunder thighs. I want it to go to like my broad shoulders or my arms, or who knows, maybe my face. I'm going for more of the pleasing aesthetic look, so you look great in clothes, not just when you take your clothes off, because we spend most of the time in our whole lives with clothes on. Why not look awesome with clothes on? I don't want people's main visual to be my legs, because it takes away from the aesthetics. You're probably wondering, how do you get your legs to be too big? Well, first of all, you gotta train them hard and heavy. And yes, squats will build the bulk of your legs, but I find that actually doing that wasn't the main reason why my legs got big. I did a lot of high intensity interval training, like sprints. When I was younger, I did a lot of suicides, which are just sprints back and forth between the lines of basketball courts and tennis courts. And I found that they really grew the teardrop, the vastus medialis of my legs the most. And then doing leg presses and sled squats. It wasn't actual barbell squats that did it. How are you gonna reduce your leg size? So the first way I'm gonna reduce my leg size is not doing deadlifts and squats. So I'm gonna stay away from those 2 movements. I find that doing rack pulls. So when you're doing a rack pull, the weight goes halfway down and it stops, and when you come up, it's really just the lower back and upper back doing most of the work anyway. If you do a Romanian deadlift, which is all the way to the ground, you have to use your legs and your hamstrings first to get the weight up in that first part of the movement. Whereas now with the rack pull, you're just doing the top part of the movement to really focus on the back muscles. The second way of reducing leg size is, if you already do cardio, I would switch it over to slow, steady state cardio. I wouldn't be doing sprinting anymore. I'm not going to be on the treadmill running. You'll never see me on the treadmill running anyway. But if I do any type of cardio, like I might do this week to get ready for a shoot, I'm going to do some jump roping. I'm going to do jump roping at low intensities and a little bit higher intensities towards the end of it. But I'm not going to be doing any like type of running or sprinting with the jump roping. I'm just going to be working on trying to get as many rope counts as possible in the shortest period of time. Another way I'm going to reduce my leg size is when I do hip thrusts, I'm going to go for very heavy weight and low reps. The reason I'm going to do lower reps is because I don't want to focus on both types of hypertrophy, which is myofibril and sarcoplasmic. I'm going to be focusing on the myofibril hypertrophy, which is from the 1 to 4, maybe 5 rep range. So it's going to just make my muscles a little bit more dense. If you see powerlifters versus bodybuilders, what's the main factor? The only difference is really the rep range. Powerlifters are usually always going for the low reps, 1 to 5, because they're going for power and speed, whereas bodybuilders go for a little bit higher rep range to get both types of hypertrophy that I just discussed earlier, because they want maximum muscle size. So that's why powerlifters are usually a little bit smaller than bodybuilders. They're only really working through 1 rep range, whereas bodybuilders go through all the rep ranges because they want to hit all the muscle fibers and all the types of hypertrophy that are involved with muscle growth. My body design programs all have legs in it. They're for people who don't have the problem of having legs that are too big, that are taken away from their symmetry and size. So yes, this can be a problem for people. I don't want this to be the same problem for you. If you are just a beginner and you just need mass and size, yes, go for it. I totally recommend getting your legs as big as possible, and it's easy to scale back a little bit and just not focus a whole day on leg training like I do with some of my workout programs. So you have the option to do a whole day leg training, or if your upper body is really lacking and you want to really improve the aesthetics of that more than the legs, you have the option to switch and match workouts to design it a little bit yourself, to customize it closer to what you need. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative for you. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, share anything you want, any tips, and if you have a problem where your legs are too big, write a comment, share your frustrations of it as well. I'd love to hear from you. So you can also go on my website, pursuefit.com. You can take the Body Designer. It'll guide you to the perfect workout program for you based off of if you want it in a gym, in home, or if you want maximum muscle growth. My programs are available to you right now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.